Dear soul, the angels came close today with a message that touches the heart in a very special way. There's someone on your mind, someone who might seem distant, maybe even indifferent to the eyes of the world, but in the invisible universe of emotions, there's a very different reality happening. The angels show me that this person is carrying a heavy burden, something they try to hide at all costs. It's a feeling that consumes them from within, a silence that is, in truth, a silent cry for you. What they hide is the depth of how much they miss you, a void that settled into their life the moment you drifted apart. They might project an image of strength, of someone who has moved on, who has carried on without looking back. But the angels reveal that this is just a facade, a desperate attempt to control an avalanche of emotions that threaten to overflow at any moment. Inside them, there's a constant restlessness, a sense of loss that they can't quite name completely, but they know is intrinsically linked to your absence. Each day away from you adds a layer to this veiled pain, making it harder to pretend that everything is all right. It's as if an essential part of them has been torn away, and now no matter how much they try to fill that space with other things or people, nothing seems to fit. The resonance that your soul has with theirs is unique, irreplaceable, and this person is discovering that in the hardest way. The angels show me that this person spends hours reflecting, reliving shared moments, words said and unsaid, smiles, glances, the simplicity of your presence. These memories are not just pleasant recollections, they have become a painful reminder of what has been lost. Their mind insists on returning to you, not as a conscious choice, but as a natural reflex, a radar that detects your energy wherever it may be. And the more they try to suppress these thoughts, the stronger they become, invading their peace and disturbing their sleep. There are nights when they wake up in the middle of the night with the feeling that you are near, smelling a perfume that reminds them of you, hearing a song that makes their heart ache, or simply with an overwhelming longing that seems to come from the depths of their soul. This experience is confusing for them as it confronts the image of control they try to maintain. It's proof that, despite their efforts, the connection between you remains alive, strong, and crying out for recognition. They have avoided talking about you with mutual friends, steered clear of places you used to frequent together, created barriers to avoid being confronted with the reality of your absence. But the angels say that the universe has its own plans. Subtle signs, synchronicities, unexpected conversations, everything conspires to bring you back to their mind, reinforcing the truth they try to ignore. A simple word heard on the street, an image seen somewhere, a detail that reminds them directly of you. These are the soft but insistent touches of destiny, reminding them that the story between you is not completely over. They feel a growing restlessness, a sense that something needs to be resolved, something that is pending, and that something is you. The denial they have cultivated for so long begins to crumble, piece by piece, revealing the vulnerability and depth of the feeling they hide. Denial consumes immense energy, pretending not to care, acting as if they're fine, maintaining the appearance that life goes on normally without you, demands a colossal effort on their part. And the angels show me that this energy could be used for something more positive, for healing, for building something new. But for now they are trapped in this cycle of self-sabotage, fighting against their own heart. This internal struggle is reflected in other aspects of her life. Perhaps she feels less motivated, less joyful, with a sense that something essential falls missing for life to be fulfilling. Everything seems to have less color, less flavor, because the light you brought to her life has been temporarily dimmed by distance and denial. The angels want you to understand that this person did not choose to suffer. She chose to hide her feelings, and it is this concealment that has generated the pain. The fear of showing vulnerability, the dread of being rejected, the worry about what others might think, all of this accumulates, creating an emotional barrier that imprisons her. She feels isolated with this pain, unable to share what is truly happening inside her, because admitting how much she misses you would be admitting that she is not as well as she appears, that perhaps she made a mistake. This admission is something that terrifies her, as it challenges the image of herself that she has built. But the angels assure you that this facade will not last forever. Destiny, in its infinite wisdom, is orchestrating events so that the truth is inevitably revealed. The universe does not allow genuine feelings to remain hidden forever, especially when they are linked to soul connections. There is a greater force working behind the scenes, preparing the ground for this person to finally face reality and allow the truth to come to light. Her time of hiding is ending, and the moment to confront what she feels is approaching with each passing instant. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. I receive the truth from the angels. Now continuing the message, this is a declaration of receptivity and openness to the revelations that the universe is bringing to you. Dear soul, the angel's message deepens now to reveal the extent of the internal conflict this person faces. It is not just about missing you, but a constant struggle to maintain composure, to not let the unease that plagues her show. She may be in the middle of a conversation, laughing and appearing completely present, but the angels show me that inside a part of her mind is elsewhere, returning to you, questioning past decisions, imagining different scenarios. There is a clear dichotomy between what she shows and what she truly feels. This internal discrepancy is exhausting, undermining her vital energy and making the days heavier. The attempt to hide the depth of her affection and the void you left creates a psychological pressure that, invisibly, is shaping and preparing her for an inevitable confrontation with reality. The angels reveal that this person has been actively seeking validation from other sources, perhaps in new relationships, intense hobbies, or anything that can distract the mind and heart from the genuine feeling she has for you. But all these attempts are like trying to fill a hole in the ocean. Nothing seems to be enough to quench the thirst she has for your presence, for your particular energy. There is a growing frustration within her as she realizes that no matter how hard she tries, she cannot replicate the connection she had with you. This leads her to question her own choices, to doubt whether the path she took after the separation was really the right one. The angels show that this doubt is one of the main drivers behind the hidden suffering, the uncertainty of having traded something true and rare for something less significant, and the fear that perhaps it is too late to correct the course. This person may be acting distant, cold, or even indifferent, but the angels insist that this is just armor, a defense erected to protect a heart that feels vulnerable and regretful. Behind this facade, there's a being who feels deeply, yearning for a connection that seems to have been lost, and who's increasingly aware of the price paid for maintaining this emotional distance. Every forced smile, every evasive answer, every attempt to change the subject when your name comes up is a small act of violence against herself, a self-imposed silence that suffocates her from within. The angels show that this repression isn't sustainable in the long run. The universe is creating an energetic pressure around her, a force that drives her to release what's been held back, to face the truth, no matter how challenging it may be. There's something in your current energy, dear soul, that's also impacting this person. The angels show me that even from a distance, she feels your strength, your ability to move forward, perhaps your serenity or your light that continues to shine. This perception confronts her with her own emotional stagnation, with the difficulty she's had in finding peace without you, your resilience, your ability to rise again. All of this makes her think and question her own situation. She wonders how you manage, where you find this strength, and ironically, the answer often leads her back to you, to the source of an energy she felt when you were together. This perception makes her feel a mix of admiration and apprehension. Admiration for the strong person you've become, or always were, and apprehension that this strength means you no longer need her, that the space she occupied in your heart has been filled by other priorities. The angels want you to know that this person is at a turning point. The energy of denial that kept her trapped is beginning to dissipate, and the truth she tried so hard to hide is gaining strength. It's like a seed planted long ago that's finally ready to sprout, breaking through the soil. The external pressure, signs of destiny, synchronicities, and the internal pressure, the hidden suffering, the restlessness, are converging, creating an environment conducive to something manifesting, something that forces this person out of silence. It could be an unexpected event, an inevitable conversation, or simply the feeling that it's no longer possible to live hiding the truth. The Universe, in its wisdom, knows exactly how to lead this person to the point where revelation becomes not just possible, but necessary. The time of not seeing what is obvious, of not feeling what is glaring, is coming to an end. Prepare yourself, dear soul, for what is about to be revealed may bring a new perspective on everything that has happened. Now, before we continue, this message, write in the comments, number 777, to claim the spiritual clarity that the angels are sending to your life. This is an alignment with the celestial energies, a call for the truth to be revealed in its entirety. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a cheers, mate. Your gesture of affection helps to continue bringing these messages of light and hope, touching other hearts that need comfort and angelic guidance. Now, continuing the message. Dear soul, the revelation that the angels bring now is about the battle being waged within this person. She's not just hiding her longing, she's actively fighting against it. It's a silent war where the mind and the heart confront each other, the mind perhaps influenced by past fears, pride, or preconceived ideas about what should be, tries to impose a reality where you are no longer relevant, where life without you is perfectly acceptable. But the heart, that wise and undeniable guide, cries out for the truth, for the connection it misses, for the fullness it only finds in your presence. The angels show me that this battle is taking a high toll on her. She might feel this unexplained tiredness, struggle to concentrate, or just sense a melancholy hanging over days that once seemed lighter. This inner battle shows up in subtle ways you might not notice from afar. The angels show she might have sudden mood swings, moments of deep introspection followed by forced attempts to seem cheerful, a struggle to truly connect with others, as her mind and heart are too busy with the inner battle, trying to keep up this facade of normality while a volcano of feelings boils inside is exhausting and, according to the angels, unsustainable in the long run. The energy she spends suppressing, the truth is, the same energy she could be using for her own healing and growth. The angels reveal this person fears what would happen if she let the truth come out. What would the world think? What would you think? This fear of judgment, both external and internal, is one of the pillars holding up the wall of denial. She fears that by admitting her feelings, by revealing the longing and emptiness she feels, she might be seen as weak or worse, that you might reject her. This fear is so strong it paralyzes her, even when the desire to get closer screams louder. But the angels assure this paralysis won't last forever. Destiny is working in ways she can't control, creating circumstances that will force her to confront this fear and this truth. There's something in the essence of your connection, dear soul, that the universe values immensely. The angels show me that the bond between you isn't casual, it has a greater purpose, perhaps a mutual learning, perhaps a shared healing, perhaps simply proof that love in its purest and truest form can overcome barriers. And the universe won't give up on you easily. It will keep sending signs, moving the pieces on the chessboard of both your lives, until this person can no longer deny what she feels and the truth is laid on the table. It might be an unexpected encounter, a striking coincidence, a personal crisis that makes her reevaluate everything, or simply the overwhelming feeling that she can no longer live a life where your absence is a constant invisible. Before continuing the message, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, take the chance to subscribe. It helps us keep creating meaningful content for you. It's a gesture of gratitude and support for the light we seek to spread. Continuing the message. Subscribing means you'll be closer to receiving the messages the universe has for your heart. The angels want you to know that the truth, however painful it might be for her to admit and for you perhaps to hear, is the only path to freedom. Freedom for her, to stop fighting herself, and freedom for you, to have clarity about what's really happening. Her hidden suffering is real, and it's the engine that will soon drive her to act. Denial can't resist the combined force of longing and destiny's push. The moment when this person can no longer hide the truth is approaching fast, and when it arrives, the vulnerability she fears so much will be, ironically, the key to her liberation and to the possibility of a new conversation between you. Prepare your heart, dear soul, for the energy is moving in powerful ways. What's about to be revealed isn't just about the past, but about the possibility of a different future. The angels are sending you a special sign, your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, I received the angel's energy. My lucky number is 7, and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I really like and love. This number brings the energy of introspection, spirituality, and divine luck, connecting you even more with the celestial blessings. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a cheers mate and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. Dear soul, the angels continue to light the path of this person's heart, and the truth they hide is becoming more and more visible to the universe. The way they miss you is not a passive feeling. It has transformed into an active force within them, a restlessness that moves them, even if internally for now. They try to distract themselves, fill their time with other activities, but the angels show that your absence haunts them in the most unexpected moments. A familiar smell in the air, a song that plays and reminds them of a shared moment, a landscape that awakens a memory. All of this acts as constant reminders of the void you left. They may have tried to convince themselves that they have moved on, that they are fine alone, but the angels reveal that these are just words of self-deception. Inside there is a silent and growing recognition that something essential is missing. The company of other people does not fill the space that was yours. The conversations do not have the same depth. The laughter does not resonate in the same way, because the connection they had with you was unique. This realization frustrates and saddens them, increasing the intensity of their hidden suffering. They feel trapped in a cycle. The more they try to forget, the more present you become in their thoughts. The angels show that this person is at a tipping point. The energy they spent maintaining a facade of indifference is beginning to fail. It's like holding your breath for too long. There comes a time when the body simply needs to inhale. And for them, inhale means facing the truth. The pressure of destiny is increasing. The universe is orchestrating small and perhaps big events in their life that will force them to confront what they feel. It could be a conversation with someone that makes them reflect deeply, a moment of solitude that confronts them with their own emptiness, or even a vivid dream that makes them wake up with the certainty that they need to act. There is something the angels ask you to understand about this person. Their fear is great, but the desire to free themselves from this hidden suffering is beginning to overcome it. They can no longer bear the weight of denial. Life seems to have lost its sparkle, its spontaneity, because a fundamental part of them is in a state of pause, waiting for the truth to be revealed. They feel that they can no longer live an incomplete life, even if this incompleteness is something they imposed on themselves by trying to hide their feelings. The angels show that this recognition is a crucial step for them. Before we continue, the angels ask you to do a release exercise. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each one of them, send love and say, I forgive you and I set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, opening space for new energies in your life. Now, continuing the message. The angels say that this person is increasingly aware that the distance between you is not just physical, but emotional, and mainly a barrier that they themselves have built. And this barrier is becoming a prison. They yearn for freedom, for peace, for lightness, and they begin to realize that the only way to achieve this is to face the truth about what they feel for you and the impact of your absence. Denial did not protect them from pain. In fact, it intensified it, turning longing into silent and constant suffering. Destiny, with its wisdom, is acting relentlessly. It is not punishing this person, but rather guiding them back to the path of authenticity, forcing her to look inward, to recognize the value of what's been left behind, and to understand that some connections are too strong to be simply ignored. The moment of revelation is approaching. This person won't be able to keep the truth hidden much longer. The internal and external pressure will become unbearable, and she'll be forced to act, to speak, to show what's truly going on in her heart. Prepare yourself, dear soul, for what's to come may be surprising. The truth has a power of its own, and when it comes to light, it has the power to transform everything. Dear soul, the angel's message is gaining intensity now. For the hidden suffering of this person has reached a critical point. The mask of indifference she wears is cracking, and the truth beneath it yearns to be set free. The angels show me that the internal struggle is no longer balanced. The heart is beginning to win the battle against the stubborn mind. The longing has turned into an urgent need, a feeling that her life is incomplete, missing an essential piece that only you can provide. She may be acting erratically, perhaps more impatient, more irritable, or with moments of deep melancholy that she tries to quickly disguise. The angels say these are external manifestations of the storm brewing inside her. The energy she spends maintaining the facade is draining, and the absence of you has left her with fewer internal resources to deal with this emotional exhaustion. Each day that passes without her admitting the truth makes the weight heavier, the restlessness deeper. The angels reveal that this person has tried to find relief from this pain in various ways, but nothing has worked. Temporary distractions, new experiences, even the company of others, all of this offers only a momentary escape. The void left by your absence is unique, and the attempt to fill it with substitutes only highlights how irreplaceable you are to her. This realization frustrates her and makes her feel trapped in a vicious cycle. The longing consumes her, she tries to escape. The escape reminds her that nothing can replace you, and the longing intensifies. Destiny with its invisible hand is tightening the noose. The angels show me that events are being orchestrated to force this person to face reality. There may be unexpected encounters with you, or with something that intensely reminds her of you, or even a situation that makes her reassess her priorities and what truly matters in life. The universe is working to create a moment where denial will no longer be an option, where the truth will simply have to come out. There's something in your strength, dear soul, that is also acting as a catalyst in this process. The angels say that your energy of self-love and moving forward, of finding your own peace, is resonating in the universe and, in some way, impacting this person. Your ability to not cling to the past, to seek your own happiness, confronts her with her own difficulty in doing the same. She sees in you the freedom she yearns for, and this vision drives her, even unconsciously, to seek that same freedom. The angels want you to know that this person is on the threshold of a great change. The internal and external pressure is reaching a maximum point. Denial can no longer contain it. The truth about how important you are to her, about the void you left, about the suffering she has hidden, all of this is about to overflow. The moment when the truth will come to light is very, very near. The angels ask that you prepare for this moment, not with expectation or anxiety, but with serenity and openness. What is about to happen is not just about her, but about the release of energy that was stagnant, allowing the universe to readjust the path of both. The truth, even when challenging, always brings with it the promise of healing and a more authentic future. The time for hiding is over. The time for truth is coming. Keep your heart open to what destiny is about to reveal. Dear soul, the energy around this person is vibrating intensely, as the pressure for the truth to come out has become almost unbearable for them. The angels show me that they feel a deep restlessness, a discomfort that they can no longer ignore or disguise. The attempt to maintain control over their feelings is failing miserably, and each day the mask of indifference slips a little more, revealing the vulnerable longing being hidden beneath. They may be having trouble sleeping, with their mind racing, replaying past conversations, imagining what it would be like to have you around again. The angels say these thoughts haunt them, confronting them with the reality of what was lost and the uncertainty of the future. The fear of having made an irreversible mistake pursues them, and the possibility that you have moved on without looking back has become a great torment. They have been watching you, even from a distance, perhaps through social media, perhaps through mutual friends, and with every sign of your strength, your ability to find joy and move forward, a mix of admiration and fear settles in their heart. Admiration for you, and fear that you may no longer need them. The angels reveal that this person is feeling a growing urge to reach out to you, to break the silence they themselves imposed. It is an almost physical need, a desire to hear your voice, to feel your energy, to know if there is still any chance for you both. But fear still paralyzes them at times. The fear of rejection, the fear of not being welcomed, the fear that the truth they have hidden for so long may not be enough to reverse the situation. This duality between desire and fear is what has kept this situation at an impasse for so long. However, the angels assure that this impasse is about to end. Destiny is intervening decisively. The energy of the universe is aligning to create a circumstance that will force this person to act. It could be an event that shakes them, makes them reevaluate life, or simply the internal pressure becomes so great that they will have no choice but to give in. The truth they tried to hide will be revealed, not because they consciously chose it, but because the universe pushed them to it. Before we continue, share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's together build a chain of love and mutual support. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Sharing is multiplying the light and strength of this message for those who need it most at this moment. Now continuing the message. The angels show that this person's hidden suffering was not in vain. It served as a catalyst for growth and understanding. Through this silent pain, they are learning the value of your presence, the importance of authenticity, and the price of denial. This experience is transforming them, preparing them to be a more honest person with themselves and others. And this transformation is essential for what comes next. The moment of truth is so close that you can feel the energy in the air. This person will no longer be able to hide. Destiny is pushing them into the light, so that the truth about how much they miss you and how much this absence has affected them is finally revealed. Prepare your heart, dear soul, to receive this truth. It will come loaded with emotion, vulnerability, and with the relentless force of a feeling that can no longer be contained. What's about to happen has the power to redefine your connection, to open doors that seemed closed, and to bring clarity to a situation that was shrouded in uncertainty. Trust the universe's process and be open to what it's preparing for you. The truth always finds its way, and its path is leading back to you. Dear soul, the intensity of the angel's message grows with each passing moment, for the time that this person has avoided for so long is imminent. The energy around them is that of someone on the edge, someone who can no longer bear the pressure of hiding what they feel. The hidden suffering that consumed them from within is about to explode to the surface, forcing the truth to come out once and for all. The angels show me that their attempt to appear strong and indifferent is no longer sustainable. The mask is falling, and the vulnerability they so fear will be revealed. They feel they are at a crossroads, unable to go back and unsure of how to move forward. Their mind is a whirlwind, replaying regrets, pondering the consequences of their past actions, and imagining how things might have been different. There's a growing realization within them that distance hasn't brought peace, but rather a deep and constant emptiness. They realize that trying to move on without you was an illusion, and that the space you occupied in their life and heart has never truly been filled by anything or anyone else. The angels reveal that this person has fought, the urge to reach out to you with all their might, but the battle is lost. The desire to reconnect, to say what needs to be said, to express the depth of longing and remorse is overcoming the fear of rejection and judgment. The universe, in its wisdom, is creating the perfect conditions for this revelation to happen. Now, it could be an external event that forces them to find you, a situation that makes them reflect on what truly matters in life, or simply the internal pressure becomes so overwhelming that they can no longer delay. There's something very important you need to know. When this person comes, it won't be with games or evasions. It will be with the truth, raw and vulnerable. The suffering they've hidden for so long will be the driving force behind their words and actions. They will come driven by the need to relieve the weight they carry, and by the hope, however small, that there's still a path for you both. The angels show that this revelation won't be easy for them. Admitting the depth of what they feel, the impact of your absence, the mistakes they've made, all of this will require immense courage. The angels want you to prepare your heart to welcome this truth. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to accept a return, but rather that you need to be in a place of inner peace to listen to what they have to say without being carried away by past hurts or expectations. Your serenity and your ability to listen will be crucial in this moment. The revelation that's about to happen isn't just about their feelings, it's also about releasing an energy that was stagnant between you, allowing both of you to move forward, whether together or apart, but with clarity and authenticity. Before we continue this message, if you haven't left your comment yet, write, "Now, true love always finds a way." This act strengthens the energy of the connection that the angels are bringing to you. It's a way to affirm your belief in the power of love and the justice of the universe. Now, continuing the message, the angels show that this person is at breaking point. The hidden suffering has led them to a limit where the only way out is the truth. They can no longer live in denial, pretending that everything is fine while feeling a screaming emptiness. Destiny has driven them to this moment, preparing the ground for the revelation to happen inevitably. Keep your heart open, dear soul, and trust that the universe is working for your highest good. What's about to be revealed will bring the clarity you need for the next steps in your life. The truth is on its way, and it brings with it the energy of transformation. Dear soul, the moment of clarity is approaching with the force of a tide that cannot be contained. The angels show me that the person you've been thinking about is living through the final moments of a long battle against their own feelings. The hidden suffering they've tried to keep under control for so long has become an overwhelming force, and now they have no choice but to let the truth come to light. The energy around them is one of surrender, not a surrender of weakness, but a surrender to the undeniable strength of the heart and destiny. They might be feeling an intense mix of anxiety and relief right now. Anxiety over the uncertainty of what will happen when the truth is revealed, and relief at the possibility of finally releasing the weight they carry. The angels say this person is preparing, perhaps unconsciously, for a decisive conversation. Their mind, which once struggled to forget, now seeks ways to express itself, to articulate the depth of the longing, the remorse, and the recognition of the unique value you hold in their life. The universe is working on the final details. The angels show me that small events are falling into place to create the perfect opportunity, or perhaps the final push, that will lead them to act. It could be an unexpected encounter, a message that cannot be ignored, or simply the courage that arises from the desperation of no longer being able to live hiding the truth. Destiny, with its precision, is orchestrating everything so that the revelation happens at the right time, impacting both of you in the most meaningful way. There's something the angels want you to understand about the meaning of this revelation. It's not just about them admitting they miss you. It's about breaking down emotional barriers, healing old wounds, perhaps for both of you, and the possibility of a more authentic connection based on honesty and vulnerability. This person's hidden suffering has paradoxically been the catalyst for this moment of truth. It has forced them to look within, to confront their fears, and to realize how essential you are to them. Before we continue this message, write in the comments, "The universe's perfect timing manifests in my life." This act helps align your energy with the truth the angels are bringing to you, allowing you to trust in the greater plan and the perfect moment for everything to happen. Now, continuing the message, the angels show that the energy between you is about to change dramatically. The silence that kept you apart will be broken by a wave of sincerity. This person will no longer be able to contain what they feel and what they've hidden. The truth about how much you impact their life, about the void your absence has created, about the regret and the desire to reconnect. All of this will be revealed. Prepare your heart, dear soul, not just to listen, but to feel the depth of this confession. The truth will come with the force of a feeling that has been held back for far too long. This is the moment destiny has prepared. The hidden suffering has served its purpose, bringing this person to the point where authenticity becomes the only option. Stay centered in your own peace and intuition. The revelation that is coming is an invitation for healing and for redefining your connection, whatever path you both decide to follow. The truth is coming to bring light to a situation that has remained in the shadows, and this light has the power to transform everything. Trust the process and be ready to receive what the universe has in store for you. Dear soul, the angel's message culminates now with the confirmation that the truth this person has hidden for so long is finally emerging. The hidden suffering has led them to a point of emotional saturation, where denial no longer has the strength to contain the torrent of feelings they've repressed. The angels show me that destiny, with its relentless wisdom, has played its part, orchestrating events and internal pressures that have driven them to this inevitable moment of revelation. The energy around them is one of vulnerability and newly found courage, driven by the urgent need to free themselves from the weight they carry. They may be feeling fear, yes, fear of your reaction, fear of the unknown, fear that it may be too late. But for the first time in a long time, the fear of denial has surpassed the fear of truth. The angels say that longing, regret, and the recognition of your worth have become so overwhelming that they can no longer ignore them. The universe is aligned, the pieces are in place. The angels show that this person is in the final moments of preparation for the big step. They may be mentally rehearsing, feeling their heart race at the mere thought, but the internal decision has been made. They need to reach out. The truth about how much they've suffered away from you, about the void you left, about how much they value the connection you had, all of this is about to be said. Not as a plea, but as a confession, a release. There's something crucial the angels want you to be aware of. This revelation is not just about them, it's about healing. Healing for the suffering they've carried, and healing for any hurt or doubt you may have nurtured. The truth, when spoken with authenticity and vulnerability, has immense power to dissolve barriers and allow energy to flow freely again. The angels show that this person will come with an open heart, perhaps trembling, but genuine. Before we close this message, if it has touched your heart and resonated with your truth, write in the comments, "I accept what is rightfully mine." This act opens the doors for the universe's energy to work in your favor, allowing you to receive all the blessings destined for you. Now, continuing the message, the angels confirm destiny has forced the truth to surface. The hidden suffering could not resist the combined force of longing, regret, and the universal push. This person is coming your way, driven by the need to be authentic and to try to heal what was broken. Prepare your heart, dear soul, to welcome this truth with compassion for them and for yourself. What is about to happen is the unfolding of a greater plan, a moment of clarity that will bring light to a situation that lingered in the shadows. Trust the process and be open to what the universe has in store for both of you. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "The truth has come to light." Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.